What it do, what it is, what it ain't. Thanks for listening to the latest episode of the Get Right Podcast. Don't forget to follow and subscribe on Apple Podcasts and Spotify to get notifications of new content. And don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, you dig? Cue the music. Yo, what it do, what it is, what it ain't. It's your boy T. This is the Get Right Podcast. And I'm never rolling solo. Got the brain trust with me. The homie Rod. What's some 3 words, bro?
What up, though?
Yes, sir. And he back from playing hooky. Or, the award-winning property manager of South Carolina. Mr. Misconception himself. DC. What's good,
man? I was
bro?
out taking care of business, man.
I know.
You know what I'm saying?
Trying to be like you when I grow up.
Had to handle some things, man. Things happen. But yeah, it's your boy DC in the place to be. You know, the one they hate to love to hate, but the truth shall set you free.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to the 80s, man. Let's go.
Man, let's get it, bro.
Because y'all was talking crazy in the last episode, so I'm
Yeah,
back. I had to.
Let's go.
Hey, I must say, DC, bro, I was listening to, we went to a little bingo joint, and they was playing just some old school rap. And then, holidays, you get the Curtis Blow song. You are not lying, bro. Those 80 bars are trash, bro. Like extra garbage juice, bro. I'm like, damn, I used to love this stuff, but nah, it was pretty bad, bro. So shout out to you, bro.
Shout out to the 80s, bro.
Shout out to the 80s.
Hey, and we rolling heavy now, man. We got a guest with us, man. Charlotte's own local, man. And you can catch him on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Instagram. His Facebook crazy, bro. He be his trigger warning on Facebook, man. But the homie, man, from the Keyword Is podcast, man, the main host, man, we got Keon, bro. What up, Key?
Going on, man?
Man, this is gonna be fun, man. We're gonna have some fun, man, because you are very triggering like our guy DC, man. We're gonna get into it, man. But first, bro, man, tell the people who you are, where you from, bro. Where you at? What you doing?
Hey, man, my name's Keon, host of the Keyword Is podcast. I mean, I'm a professional hustler. I mean, I'm a fitness trainer.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a courier. I throw something in the back of the truck and move it if you need, whatever it is. I do it all. You know what I'm saying?
We're talking legally.
Legally, for sure. A couple couches, whatever it is, couch, bed, whatever you need, put it in the back.
For sure.
We might have to talk offline and see if that whole legal thing stands. But we'll work.
Well, man,
People gonna be putting knives through them cushions.
Mm-hmm. Key with the keys. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
Ironically. Man, so bro, you've been rolling, bro. With the Keyword Is, man. It's been a great show, bro. Listening to it, man. Definitely shout out to a friend of both our shows, right? With MJ from the Dear Sis. Bro, how did the Keyword podcast start, bro? Where did it just come from, bro?
Oh, well, it started with me having a lot to say and not necessarily knowing who was interested in what I had to say. So instead of just spamming Facebook all day, I decided I might just record what I'm saying, put it out, see who respond. And, I end up getting a few responses. I'm like, oh, okay. Some people feel how I feel. Or at least listen to what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So, that's kind of how
people feel how you feel. Like I said on Facebook, bro. Bro, he would say he'll put a Facebook post out. And then next thing you know, people are commenting, bro, left or right, bro. I think you called Mello overrated. And I even got on there like, whoa, wait a minute, bro. Wait a minute, bro. Slow down, bro. Slow down, bro.
I mean, Mello might be overrated, though.
No, he's not.
Mello, he's overrated. And see, when you use words like overrated, people think you say trash. And it's like,
no, he's not. Yeah.
I'm not saying he's trash. It's just overrated.
Which Mello are we talking
about?
about?
Carmelo
Anthony. It's overrated.
We gonna come back to that one. I need to hear more of that, bro. Like, that's
see what I mean? See what I mean, bro?
That's a wild statement, bro.
My God, bro.
Rob said we
Y'all
gonna come
start
back to that for the
start,
record.
and we gonna connect. Y'all two start following him on Facebook, bro. Bro, he will put out a post, bro, and bro, the comments start going crazy, bro. He is the trigger warning king on Facebook, bro.
Yeah, and it's not even on purpose. I'm just
you
saying, just saying what it is to me. And everybody can jump on my back.
Pause.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Man. So, bro, you over the 50 episode threshold, bro. So shout out to you, man, because as you know, statistics show, bro, podcast, bro, fail. They don't even get to 10.
Yeah.
10. That's a fact, bro.
Yeah.
It ain't nothing but talking for
bro.
a few minutes for a little while.
Bro. 67%. 67%, bro.
Dog.
Fail, bro.
Y'all ain't even trying.
People ain't got nothing to say.
10?
Can't get the 10, bro. Can't get the 10, bro. So, but like, what have you learned so far, bro? Like since you over that threshold, bro.
What I've learned is the way I look at it, like the way I look at podcasting and the way that it's received is completely different. Because, like you said, I'm over the 50 episode threshold, so I put it out, it's gone. I'm working on the next one. It's over. Like, I mean, it's just. But I put out things, and I mean, I didn't even know some people was listening. Like, for example, I said a personal experience between me and my dad. I put it out. A week later, he calling me. We had a whole real life conversation about something I said on the podcast. I'm like, oh, I thought I was just talking about my own experiences. And he got upset, they got a little heated discussion. Like, yeah.
How did that get to him? Did he listen to the episode or somebody was like, hey?
So I put out a clip, and he didn't listen to the whole episode. He listened to the clip. And based on that, it was, hey man, you can't be putting that out and this and that and that. I said, did I say anything? Did I lie about anything on there? Like, I didn't call you out your name, man. I just talked about past experiences. And yeah, I said, you should listen to the episode. Yeah, I did. I said, no, you didn't. You heard a sound bite.
Man, bro. It's just speaking of those clips, because I follow you, like I said, man. Big fan, bro, and I've been telling the guys about you too here, man. And so, you know, it's all love on this side of the tracks. Like, you hit on a lot of men topics, bro. You know what I mean? Especially masculinity, bro. You hit that on that a lot of your episodes, bro. Why is that important to you, G?
Because I just feel like people my age, like I'm 30, I'll be 30 in a little bit. People don't realize, like, oh, like, you a man now. Like, it's time. Like, you can't look at something that need to be done and just think it's gonna happen. Like, nah. And I think the cause, which I say a lot, is lack of OGs. Like, they ain't talking to nobody. Like, you gotta have, if your grandparents not living or whatever, like your granddad, you gotta have a dude that's just 65 and just know something and just talk to him. Like,
yeah.
Because everything you're going through is normal. They think they're going through something special. Like, oh my gosh, what I'm gonna do? How I'm gonna pay the rent? Oh, my car broke down. What I'm gonna do? I don't got no money. Like, yeah, that's how I go. Do something. Regular stuff, man. But they don't realize it.
Man, that's what's up. Because you hit on that, bro. It's like masculinity is in danger, bro. You said that, that was your 2 lines.
I agree. Masculinity is in danger, man.
We all agree.
You know, there's definitely a concerted effort to emasculate us.
Yeah.
You know, like, it's been going on for decades.
It's working.
And they exactly. I would say it's happening. It ain't like they're trying. It's like, I mean, you can't watch a TV show without a man being interested in a man on there. Man. Like some of them do it light, but some of them, I'll be like, I can't even. I'm uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Like,
power. Or you watch shows, women, beating up on a man, you know what I'm saying? And it's comedy, you know what I'm saying? I say beating up like slaps and stuff like that. And it's kind of, it's all just little jabs, and the man getting beat up usually has the same type of complexion, you know what I'm saying? So it's real.
Yeah. Social media for the biggest black dude they can find to be in the kitchen twerking or something, and it's like, why is this coming down my timeline? I don't even follow it. What's going on?
Yeah.
Like, and it's just a whole lot of. It's terrible, man. Honestly, I mean,
you know,
you gotta just look at yourself and I'm a man. Like,
yeah, that's facts. When you look at our community, man, like I just think back, and I don't know if you guys had the same experience. You know, I'm a little older than you, Key. I'm, just turned 42, but when I was growing up, it was almost looked at as like you were abnormal if you had both parents in the house, bro. Like it's like you got a dad? What? And he's around?
Yeah.
Man, where do I get one of those, right? And I didn't think about it at the time, but as I get older and look back, if they were only raised by their mother or grandmother, you start to see like female tendencies in them, right? And that's truly because they didn't have the in front of them to emulate, right? So I think DC, you said this in a few of our previous pod though about the broken family and how that affects individuals growing up, either subconsciously or consciously. So I think that's a piece of it. But then you have now the media that's strictly, and it's like a target on black men for sure. Like I don't think there is a like you don't have the true role model shows anymore. You know what I mean? Like you said, everything is put in front of you where they're just like, dude, it's okay, it's good. And look, you like who you want to like, bro. Like I ain't here to get in between all that stuff, but at the same time, I don't need to be force fed it either. You know what I mean? Yeah. Because I don't want my boys. I have 2 boys myself. I don't want them just being exposed to that on every little thing that they watch, bro. Like they don't need to understand what's going on in these shows and why there's 2 dads and all that stuff. Like that's for me to have those conversations and explain, not for every television show or movie to be out there. But I digress.
Yeah, give it a minute. Like,
yeah,
they put it in the shows that's recommended for 4-year-olds. Like,
exactly, bro.
Slow it down.
Slow it down.
Yeah, and making it seem like simping is cool. Simping ain't cool, man. You know what I'm saying? It ain't never been cool. But I was watching this show with the wife, and it was one of those things. It was like a Maury or a paternity court or something like that. And old boy came out, and he's like, "Yeah, I hope this little girl is my baby, but even if she's not, I'm just gonna, stay with the family and woo 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 because we're attached now. This baby's 3 months old, bro. I'm sorry, I can get over it. I'm not that attached at 3 months. You know what I'm saying? I can kick rocks, especially when I don't know if that's a masculinity thing, but it just I don't like that kind of stuff either, bro. Like, don't put it on TV making it seem like it's okay for your lady to raw dog multiple people in such a short period of time that she doesn't know who the father is. And then you should be like, oh, yeah, he stayed anyway. He's a good guy. Yeah. No, he's not a good guy. He's a simp.
You know use the easy choice. That's what that ends up being.
Yeah.
Good guy.
So even just not even the homosexual thing, it's just the emasculating. It's the looking at the man like an ATM. You know what I'm saying? Don't have any say. Just spit the money out.
Man, that's it right there, bro. Like, and you hit on it, bro. You mentioned in your intro, bro. You said you a fitness trainer, bro.
Yeah, I'm a trainer. I do personal training. I do fitness classes, like group classes. I used to do it full time, but the thing about fitness is people work out at 5 a.m. and people work out at 8 p.m. So if you're doing full time, like there was a point where I wasn't seeing the sun. So that was before kids.
BK.
So are you a 5 a.m. guy or 8 p.m. guy or 5 p.m. guy?
Early, definitely. I mean, I have some clients who's like evening or whatever, but if I can sway them to go morning, that's more my preference for sure.
Yeah, I'm a morning guy. I get to the gym about 5:30, 6 o'clock in the mornings.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, just go ahead and get in, knock it out. It's like brushing your teeth, man. Go ahead and get out the way.
And,
you know what I'm saying?
I'm the opposite. I'm an evening guy.
Same evening.
I can't do the evening. It's especially like around here. I mean, depending on the gym you go to, it's a nightclub anytime past 5 p.m. I can't do it.
Yeah.
I feel that.
Well,
Yeah.
man, they can't do it. So, man, all right. So, how you balance that, bro? So, you got your fitness thing, you got the pod, you got the kids,
Yeah.
wife. How you balancing this?
Well, there was a point where I was kind of insane, and I wasn't sleeping much. I'm past that point in my life. I learned
Alright.
my lesson there because sleep wins. So I used to wreck. I wrecked a couple cars like that. Trying to do too much. Yeah, I was nuts. But basically, what I do now is I work early in the morning. I do like some routes or whatever. I have a client right after that. Come home, take the kids to school and everything. My midday is pretty open. So like during that time, like my wife works or whatever, but you know, we eat lunch together or whatever. And then I just take advantage of the weekends and free time. Like whatever time I got, I'm like, all right, we doing everything right now. We're gonna take the kids to go do this. We're gonna send them over here. We're gonna go out and like just like that. Just yeah.
Man, that's what's up, bro.
Bit, but you know.
It sounds like you got a balance now after all these wrecks, though, man. Glad you safe though.
Yeah,
that. Bump sleep. I figure I'll do that later. Man, so I sleep and I die, bro. Who said that? Jeezy?
Yeah.
Man, so I sleep and I die.
That's a terrible idea.
Let me ask you this. So, you know, working out, you know, one of the big debates is when you're lifting, do you do full body or you break it up in body groups? What's your thoughts on either approach?
Full body is okay. Kind of hard to sustain it if you're doing all full body. Me personally, I break it down like I do upper body, but I might target shoulders, triceps, biceps. And then I might do upper body the next day, but now I'm going chest, back, and like core. So then it's Monday, Tuesday. So now I might take Wednesday off, go back Thursday. Now I'm doing legs, but I might do like calves, hammies, and like something like that. And then the next day I might go quads. So it's like I definitely break it down because if you go full body every day, I don't know what you're doing on day 4. Like everything's gonna be sore. I mean,
well, I think more of probably every other day. So like Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday, and you know what I'm saying?
Oh, so you go
maybe do like cardio on the off days.
Okay, I mean, personally, I can't go every other day. I gotta feel it 2 to 3 days. Like I don't know, like chain. I can't do every other. I won't feel right on that other day.
Yeah.
I've tried it both ways. I've done the full body every other day.
Pause.
But I like, and the reason I did is because I was like, okay, you know what? If I miss a day, because life happens, you know, if I miss a day, it's not a huge deal because I'm doing full body, so everything is still like even. Versus like a lot of times the people like miss a day, like a guy, for example. Guys, we always get tired on leg day, right? Like, I'm busy. Oh, I got the kids. We find a reason not to do leg day. But when chest day comes, we never tired on chest day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of what I mean. It's like, which I actually went back to doing splits. So I go 5 days. I do Monday, Tuesday, I lift, Wednesday cardio, then Thursday, Friday lift, and I split it up. But that's why I did the full body for a little while. That was my rationale. Is if I miss a couple of days or I miss one day, I'm still like since I do full body, everything is still like getting worked out evenly, so to speak.
You don't find yourself favoring something like?
Say what?
You don't find yourself like favoring something like if you break it down like 7-8 workouts, do you find yourself doing like 6 upper body or something like that? Or?
Nah, because I'll say I'm very meticulous, so I have a workout plan every time. So I do the same thing, 4 sets of this, 4 sets of that, and I actually have an app. I use the little JE Fit app.
Okay.
And I'm tracking every set, every rep, everything. So like even the time between my rest periods and whatnot, everything is just planned out. I don't really go in and like, I'm gonna do this today or I'm gonna do that. Like I already know, like boom, boom. And if somebody's like on a machine or something that I want, like that kind of ruins my day. I be mad, bro. I'm like, yo, that's my second workout. Don't you making me switch up my order? Triggered. You know.
Yeah, I think it just depends on what your goals are.
Like,
I do the reason I do the body splits. I do isolations of body parts per day, but that's because one, when I grew up under football, a lot of the stuff that we did we did like basics. It wasn't like a lot of variety in the type of workouts we did. Everything was for speed, power, and explosiveness.
Explosion.
So that's it. That's it. But when I actually started working out, my neighbor was a bodybuilder. So that's how I learned, right? Everything was isolation. And, depending on what you're trying to target, you might fit something in multiple times per week. But like Key was saying, depending on how hard you're going, like you ain't gonna be able to maintain doing a full body, right? Because I tell you, after I do so many squats with, different, or we'll just say leg movements, not even necessarily squats. Like let's say if I'm working full leg, I can't touch them things for another 3 days at least. Because when you have to twerk up the stairs, pause, bro, like this is there is no going back.
I feel you though. Yeah, bro.
Oh man,
that is facts. That is facts, bro.
Yeah, I'm with you, bro. I think full body should I think only going off of how I do it, same thing, and I need to get back to that regimen. But I got the tonal, and so doing a full body 3 days a week, it'll set the calendar for you. Like it'll say Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, or Monday. You can't be like, I'm gonna go Monday, Tuesday. It won't even let you. Yeah, I'm like, nah, bro. Like you about to kill yourself. And then when you're done with the workout, it'll actually highlight the muscles that you worked on. And then when you go on there, like say I do it Monday, Wednesday, Friday. When I go there Tuesday, it's gonna highlight the muscles I worked on yesterday from that full body workout. And it's like, here's the list of exercises you're gonna do today, but you ain't finna do that. And so that's the cool thing, technology, right? To let you know, like you said, a UB favoring something, or what Ross said, going up them stairs, or like, you know what I mean. So, but nah, that's the play, bro. But man, with all of that, bro, and we talked about it earlier, man. You got the workout, you got the pod, you got all this stuff going on. You homegrown, bro, from Charlotte, bro. We are transplants to the Carolinas, bro. Like, what is that like? Because you probably the third person I ever met.
What?
Homegrown from the Carolinas. I mean, everybody I met ain't from here. They might live here like 7, 8, 9 years, but no, I ain't from here.
Yeah.
Like, what's your take? One, how's that been for you being a homegrown guy? And you were a football guy. Because, Rod, you mentioned football. This dude a football guy. Don't let him play you, bro. He a football guy, bro. He played all of that. Like, bro,
Sure.
From football to your life in the Carolinas, all of that. What was that like, and seeing transplants coming in too?
So for me, like you said, born and raised, I went to school in Elizabeth City. I don't know if y'all familiar with Elizabeth City. It's
today years old now.
Yeah, it's way out. It's closer to Virginia than it is to most of North Carolina. But so I went to school there. It's a CIAA school. And I went there, and it's nothing. Like when I went there, and I'm like, I'm from Charlotte. Everybody like, oh, Charlotte. I'm like, that's just Charlotte. So then I went from there to I actually lived in South Carolina for a couple months. I was playing some football there, and basically I knew once I was done, I was like, yeah, I'm going back to Charlotte. Like, and then when I got back to Charlotte, everything was like, Charlotte is crazy now. Like, it's way different than like 10 years ago. Like, it looks way different.
How so?
That's facts.
Well, for one, the light rail going all through town is so normal now, but that wasn't something that you saw like when I was in like high school. So it's like coming back to that, it makes everything look different because it's slap in the middle of most streets. You got uptown is unrecognizable from when I was younger, and you come back and it's buildings everywhere, and they still doing construction. I don't understand how, like, what they plan on fitting up there, but yeah, everything look way different. Size of town have like shifted. Like the west side of Charlotte used to be the hood, but yeah, but now 10 minutes from there is like you damn near in Ballantyne, which is like oh, okay, this is different. Like,
Yeah.
so it's just it's way different. It's cool, and they got everything you need. That's what I like about Charlotte. Like, if you want to live like rural type, you want cows and chickens and stuff, you got some of that. If you want to live in the city, you can. If you want to just suburban area, you got it. Like, you know, I don't see myself leaving, but you know, certain things make me leave. If I get some money somewhere, I'm out.
Oh,
Yeah.
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 You know?
No, I can attest to that. Like I've been here, I know to you a little bit before me, so it was what? It'd be 8 years next month for me. And when I first got here, we had an apartment, I guess that would be considered midtown, but close to uptown, so right off Stonewall. And like you said, man, I remember first day we got here, we went to a Walmart on I don't know where it was, but it was on the west side of Charlotte. I know that. I think it was on Billy Graham. May have been, I don't know. But we went over there and I looked at my wife. At the time my son was 2. I looked at both of them. I looked at my wife and I said, now this looks familiar. You know what I mean? Because, you know, hood of Detroit. So we asked a person. It's funny too, because the cashier, I asked her, I said, where we at? Because my homeboy, y'all know Danny used to live down here. He told me to stay away from the east and west like it's the plague. And she was like, we on the west side. Where you live? I said, well, right now we over here, and I'm guessing downtown, uptown, whatever you want to call it. And she's like, okay, stay over there. You don't want to come over here. This the west side. And I'm like, okay. But I felt comfortable because I'm like, this looks like home, man. Like this is good. But like you said, now you start going over there, like just look at South End, bro. Like I remember it was projects all over there that they were trying to save, and now it's high rises everywhere, which is crazy to see.
Yeah. They clearly are moving everything all the hood and everything. They want that right in the middle.
Yep.
And anything that's close to uptown, we're gonna put like you said, a high rise over here. We're gonna put a condo this way, and we're gonna $2,500. So now, if you can't afford to get in here, you shouldn't be over here anyway. Let's go move forward.
Oh man,
it's crazy.
Well, that's
gentrification.
I was about to say, but that's the sign of a growing city, though. Like whenever your downtown area and the surrounding areas can look like it's thriving, then that's not a full sign that you have a growing city, but that's one of the major signs of saying, okay, we starting to get to where we need to go. Like that's how Detroit was for the longest. Downtown was not a thing. Then you go to these other cities like Atlanta and Chicago and name your city. I've never been to New York, but I would imagine in New York, places that are, staples for what's considered growth, their downtowns are pretty solidified.
That's what it is, bro.
Yep. Yeah. So you have to.
So
yeah.
All right, Key, you ready to get messy, bro?
Let's go, man. Let's go.
You ready to get messy, bro? We're gonna circle back to this question. Bro, why is Carmelo Anthony overrated, bro?
Yeah, I need to know that. My listening ears are on, bro.
Yeah. Okay. Carmelo Anthony, it's not his fault. I'm gonna start with that. He's overrated because of who he gets grouped with. So you think Carmelo Anthony, people start naming people like LeBron, of course. You start naming D Wade. You start naming all these. Somebody might say Kobe. You start saying these names, and it's like, all right, so now let's match them up. All right, what do they got? Championships, MVPs, all kind of all NBA, all defense. I don't think Carmelo Anthony has been to the finals, if I'm not mistaken.
No, he's never been.
So how can we call this man a superstar, legend? Like he gets regarded a little too high for what he is, and it's not to say he ain't great, but he gets looked at as an all-time great. People put him in this category, and it's like
that's fair.
He ain't that. He just ain't that. Like
I feel the same about T-Mac. I feel like T-Mac is overrated.
T-Mac is overrated. Well,
in a sense,
I don't know if he's ever made it out the first round as a starter. I know he did with San Antonio coming off the bench, but as that guy, he never made it out the first round.
What are you comparing them to? Like when you say overrated, like I get what you're saying. You're like, hey,
you made a good point with
if you're grouping Melo with the LeBrons of the world and D Wade's, like, what has he done? I can get that argument. I don't think T-Mac has ever been
grouped with them.
Grouped with that.
I feel like T-Mac has, man. I feel like T-Mac is definitely mentioned in a tier that he does not belong in.
Now, Mac was a dog, bro. I'm not gonna lie. T-Mac was a dog, and like even Kobe would tell you, like he could do everything I could do, but he was taller. You know what I mean? Like T-Mac to carry Orlando, to carry really Orlando was the only team he carried. So I would say, you know, he had a decent run in Toronto, but really Orlando was his staple.
Houston?
Yeah, Houston.
Yeah, Yao Ming then.
He has some injuries, right? Like with Houston.
Yeah, he had injuries.
So he really didn't get off like that. I mean, he was always considered one of the best overall players in his time, but I wouldn't compare him with like one of the all-time greats. I would say he had the skill set to be, but I don't think he's in that category. With Melo,
I feel like he's been mentioned like with Kobe in them. For sure, so? Kobe. Wait, yeah.
In his prime, he was.
Yeah,
but I think that has since faded. But in his prime, he was definitely mentioned with Kobe.
The thing with T-Mac, I think his peers build him up more than anybody, which is a good sign. I mean, like I don't know how many all-time lists T-Mac is on that I've seen personally.
He known that top 75.
But shit, the top 75. Melo, because Melo ain't really making no all-time list.
Yes, he does.
He made the top 75 list.
Melo, like people were.
T-Mac didn't make top 75.
No, sir.
I don't think so.
No, sir.
Neither did Dwight Howard.
To Google.
Neither did Dwight Howard.
Dwight Howard, yeah.
Why should he been on there? He should have been on there.
1,000,000%.
Yeah, Dwight Howard should have been on there.
Yes.
Okay.
If he
I thought you was gonna say no. I was gonna say here we go. This is the trigger.
Like if he would just shut up, like he would have been
there. I can agree with that. So with Melo, just to go back to your Melo point, I think like with Melo, what makes him group with the individuals that he's grouped with, I think it was just because of that class. You know what I mean? And honestly, high level of scoring. Honestly, if we would have done the right thing, I'm a Pistons fan, by the way. If we would have done the right thing and drafted Melo, I think his career looks different. I think we still win. I think we still win with him. So I still think we get Rasheed. I still think we win 1, 2, maybe even 3 championships. And I think that changes the trajectory of where Melo is in history. But it didn't work that way. So I can see where we would say, you know what, he shouldn't be grouped with that tier. He should be in a tier below. Because although offensively, machine, bro. Like offensively, he is a machine, but he does not have the accolades to be mentioned with some of the other people that he's most likely mentioned with.
Yeah, bro. That's a fair assessment, man, with Melo. Like, let me ask you this: Hall of Famer?
Melo?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, 100%.
Hall of Fame. Bro, after Yao Ming made it, I don't know how much weight.
You also.
It's like, how hard is it? I don't know how hard it is.
Yeah. Well, you got to also think like Basketball Hall of Fame is not NFL or NBA Hall of Fame.
Yeah,
like,
right.
It's basket's like your full career. So he won a championship as a freshman. He, high school All-American, all that stuff. And he's the most decorated Olympian. Well, not most decorated.
I think tied now.
Yeah, I think KD took it over.
Yeah,
right? KD
tied him,
Yeah, somebody did. But he was the most, he was the scoring champion of the Olympics for until KD broke it. So he'll get in the Hall of Fame, no doubt.
And he deserve it.
Yeah,
I definitely think he deserve it. How do y'all feel about KD? I know that's random, but I know
bro. Like you just said it with Dwight Howard. If he just shut up, like he's the only athlete I know. I think it's cool, but at the same time, it gets him in trouble, bro. He interact with too many people on Twitter, bro, and then that burner account didn't help him at all.
I don't think people care about that. Honestly,
I'm more talking about the move to the Warriors.
That hurt him too.
See, now that's what hurt him. It's not like people could care less about him doing burner accounts.
I'm in the minority. I don't care about that. But you know why I don't care? Because he didn't go and ride the wave. Well, he kind of did, but
He did.
He did ride the wave, bro.
He said he
textbook
did.
rode that wave,
but
bro.
he went there and was the best though. He was the best over there. It ain't like he went there and he was the number one when he went there. Does that not? That don't matter.
But it's easier to be number one when you
When you got
already
the
have
number
the
two guy.
skill set. When you have that skill set and you go to a team, when you have that skill set that KD has, when you're considered top 2 in the league at that time, right? It was him and Bron, top 2. You take that skill set of nobody can stop you one-on-one, and now I go to a team where all I'm going to be is one-on-one. That's kind of a cheat code, bro. Like he couldn't get double teamed. You couldn't double team him because you can't leave Clay open. You can't leave Steph open. At the time, defensively, Andre Iguodala was good. Like, they had a squad before he got there. Obviously, 2 years in the finals back to back before he got there. Then you add that element of adding the number one player to your team, or number 1 or 2, depending on who you rode with, to that team. It's just a cheat code, bro. So to me, I thought it was I'm not gonna knock him for it. Like, you do what's best for you. If you feel good with those championships, that's you. But the competitor in me, the specific team he went to, I'm like, bro, y'all just knocked me out the finals. I can't do it. Like, that's what makes it different to me, is I was up 3-1 on this same team. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I can beat y'all. Well, I'm gonna come join you. You know what I mean? But
Right.
whatever makes him feel better.
It just seemed like it's a lot of like faulting him for being great.
Oh no, I don't think it's his fault for being great. It's his fault.
Nobody is faulting for being great.
He took the easier route, bro. You're a homegrown Charlotte, bro. So I know you're a Hornets fan. Who's the best Charlotte player? Lonzo Mourning or Larry Johnson? To you.
I mean, to me, Lonzo Mourning.
Lonzo. So what if Lonzo said free agency come? He's like, I'm about to go join the 72-10 Bulls. That's kind of trash, bro. Like, see what I'm saying? Lonzo like, I'm about to go play with Mike, Rodman,
7 days.
Yeah.
All 7 days, bro. Week.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
I mean, if I'm like, okay, I never played organized basketball.
Mm-hmm.
I only played football. So I'm like, in high school, like, my quarterback was never a quarterback. He was just the best athlete on the team. So it was like, all right, cool, put him at quarterback. He can run, he can throw a little bit, whatever. But if I had to, I don't know if y'all know or remember Riley Ferguson. I don't know if y'all remember him, but either way, he ended up going to Tennessee. He was the best quarterback that I saw in high school. Like, never seen somebody that calm. He just stands straight up, throw the ball, you hit him, he don't care. He get right up, jog to the neck. Like, if I could have went there and played with him, I would have. And I was all conference, best on the team, offensive player of the year. Like, forget this. I'm not trying to play for this quarterback who just run around, scramble, get me sacked. Like, I got a sack now because he ran right into
apples and oranges, bro.
Like, it's a little bit different,
bro.
What's the difference? He played for Butler.
Football is it's a completely different setup, right? Because you truly need all 11 guys to be great in football. You know what I mean? Whatever side of the ball you on, everybody has to do their job. In basketball, look, what position did you play?
I played tackle, left tackle.
So you didn't get doubled, right? But you know what I mean? If you play D tackle, you can double somebody. That means I have to have 10 guys make up, right? I don't have that luxury in basketball where I can have the other people make up for whatever double I'm going to put on him. So again, if I have to double KD, I can't leave Steph open. I only have 5 players on at a time, right? I might cheat and try to throw a 6th person out there, but it ain't going to work. So I'll have 5 at a time. And if I have, we can call it 3, because KD is one of the best shooters of all time too. If I have 3 of the best shooters on the floor at the same time, like, it's a cheat code, bro. Like, I can carry a team by myself in the NBA, where in the NFL, you can be a one-man show and there's no way you're going to carry the team. I don't care how good you are. Like, if Tom Brady can be the best athlete, which he's not, but he's the best quarterback to ever play. But let's say he was Michael Vick, bro. Like, Michael Vick can do a lot by himself, but he can't throw it, catch it by itself. He can't block for himself. He can't do all these other things that football requires you to do. When in basketball, bro, I can just go one-on-one and go to work.
Yeah.
And that's the difference, in my opinion.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
I think KD's gonna always get crucified for that, bro. I mean, he did it. It is what it is. It's over.
I don't think he cares either, though. So
that's what I'm saying. He don't care. You know what I'm saying? He did it.
He's still gonna make the Hall of Fame. He's still a 2-time champion. He's still going to probably go down as the most decorated or highest scoring Olympian of all time. I don't know if anybody's going to break that record, but I think he all right. So no matter how we feel about it, maybe.
Yeah.
I was going to say, you just have to, I don't know how many times he's been to the Olympics, but
I think KD done.
You know, if somebody continuously goes, they'll eventually break it.
All day. So,
but I think KD does care, man. Because my thought is, if he didn't care, he wouldn't have left Golden State. He just stayed and kept on winning championships. But he knew those rings was plastic, bro.
Nah,
so that's why he left.
That was more of a chemistry thing. Him and Draymond there was a lot of chemistry issues at that point.
Just a little emotional, like
for sure.
He needs to be, like I don't think he want no drama. Like he just want to play basketball.
Yeah, that's all he say. I just want to hoop.
Yeah,
but you gotta
look. It looks like it.
So I don't need a brush. I don't need none of that. Give me the ball.
I don't need a girl. I don't just give me the ball, though. I just want to hoop. That's all.
Yeah, that's it, bro. Like, man, before I'm gonna ask you this music question, that I want to ask you this because you diehard Charlotte fan. You see, I got the Cam on. You either ask me, bro, you a Panther? I'm like, no, I'm not, bro. I represent Cam. We talked about this on a few episodes, and I want to know your take because you say you locked in diehard Panthers fan. Does Cam Newton deserve a statue, bro?
1,000%. Because who else?
Mm-hmm. For sure.
He the only MVP in our team history. Like, you gotta celebrate that kind of stuff. We probably never have another MVP. If I'm just,
say it with your chest, bro.
The next MVP is somewhere right now in a daycare. Like,
right.
There's no telling who he's gonna be. Like,
and he won't be here as long as Tepper is there. But yeah.
Oh man.
And I was gonna ask you that. That was my next thing. Why is he not recognized like that and mostly almost villainized, bro?
If I got to look at it past my fandom. If I'm just like thinking about it, it's probably because he did kind of handicap us for the next like 10 years. And it's not, I keep saying the same thing, but it's not his fault. He was so good that we never built around him. It's like, oh man, Cam got it. Like, whatever, we just give him a little something. He got Greg Olsen, whatever. Like, we end up drafting Christian. Hey man, it's whatever. Like, Cam gonna get us there.
Yeah.
We never built the team for real. Like, we didn't pay nobody when he was there.
Yep. 100%.
Yeah, we just relied on Cam, and it's like, oh, he gonna get us 8-9 wins. We're gonna win a division with Cam. So whatever it is, we good.
Yeah. And see, that's the thing that I didn't like about Carolina fans when I first moved here, because this was either the year after or 2 years removed from the Super Bowl. Because I planned on actually being a Panthers fan. My Lions were terrible for years and centuries and whatever else number you want to put behind it. It's rough. Now. Hopefully, you know what I mean? But we were looking like it was never going to change. So I'm like, I might as well jump on this Panther bandwagon since I'm moving to the Queen City. And I just would interact with some of the fans. And it's a small sample size. Obviously, it's not a true representation of all fans, but they just seemed like they were ready to move on from Cam. And I'm like, bro, y'all have 0 offensive linemen protecting this man.
Yeah.
Like he's doing all of this without an offensive line and no true weapons. Imagine if you actually built some protection for him, because he's 250. So obviously they looking at him in a different light than they're looking at a Tom Brady. You know what I mean? Like when Cam get hit, it's like, oh, all right, Cam got hit. When Tom Brady get hit, or if you blow on him too hard, pause, it's a penalty flag going out. You know what I mean? Cam getting his head knocked off, and they like, he's a big boy, he can handle it. So he got beat up in Carolina. So like for if there's any Panthers fan that like have bad things to say about Cam, I have to question your fandom, because from afar at least, I'm like, that man put everything on the line for this organization and took y'all to a Super Bowl with like what 15-1 or whatever was that their record? Yeah. Like one of the greatest seasons ever without an offensive line. Like, salute to him, bro.
Yeah. And we lost to Atlanta. which I called early that year or whatever. But
Mm-hmm.
did y'all watch? I know y'all watched that Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Well, Denver, people he get criticized for that. That's where I know Rob was saying that some of the fans like, oh, he didn't die for that ball. He's trash.
Yeah.
I was one of those. I'm not going to dive on that. It's a Super Bowl. Like,
in the moment, though, again, when you thinking of trying to make a play, I know we've all had that instance that played football where you should have dove on that damn football, but you try to pick it up and your fingers start like messing up on you. They're not cooperating. You can't pick it up and everything moves. This is high school I'm talking about, so I can only imagine how fast it's moving in the NFL when you got Von Miller on your ass every play. Pause again. But Von Miller was having a damn game that day. I'm like, yo, this dude, can y'all like triple team him or something? Like, how about the whole side of that offensive line just go and try to stop Von Miller? So, like, you remember that type of stuff.
Yeah, he was traumatized by that point.
Yeah. Von Miller was going crazy,
bro. Man, okay. Music side, bro. DC, you ready, bro? I'm telling you, bro. He a trigger warning king, bro. He's your mirror.
And DC said we were talking spicy last week. I want to know what were we talking spicy on?
So he heard the episode, bro, and he heard us talking about Drake, and I said, Drake should just go independent. Forget the lawsuit, was whatever, bro. Just move on, bro.
Mm-hmm.
The beef, the battle, all that. Move on. Go independent. You have enough bravado. You got a great catalog. Go independent. He can be great. Now we know the big machines, Def Jam, UNG, all that. It does help, but I believe he's as big as that machine, bro. He calls himself the king of pop, like Mike. I think he has the bravado to do that. Key, I want to know, what's your take on this, though? You think there was some bots involved? Should Drake continue this lawsuit? I want to know your take on that. And then DC, I want to know how you feel, bro, since you was out last episode. But Key, what's your thoughts on this Drake and Kendrick now issue?
So the first problem is Drake is not going to win against the label. Like, he's not going to win. Like,
I don't see it either.
You can't win, because if you win, then what? Are you actually bigger than the label? Because their whole thing is to show you that you're not bigger than the label. So as far as these bots and everything, typically they work for Drake because, I mean, numbers get inflated based on what they want to show. So now it's working against him because, he signed that crazy deal. I think it was like $400 million or something like that. Now it's time to re-up. But we're going to show you, okay, yeah, you're Drake, but look what your last 3 to 4 albums did under this new deal. So it's like, it's a little like they can sit you down if they want to sit you down.
But that's the whole point of the suit. He's showing, he's like, look, I want to show records to show that y'all basically deflated my shit on purpose, which is shady business. That's the whole point of the suit.
But the thing, I feel like what he's looking for in the suit is not to get like money. Like, I don't think he's looking for a payday. I think what he's trying to do is try to prove that he's bigger than the label. But it's like, when you do that, what's the next move? Because you're gonna lose then what?
I don't see him trying to. One, he's not bigger than UMG. Like y'all should like. So just look one day, and this is anybody. Look at how like who's on UMG. UMG has like every artist like in the world. Like, so he's not bigger than UMG. He's not trying to be bigger than UMG, but I do think that he's a big enough artist to call out BS and actually get something changed. You know what I'm saying? And he has he kind of has a history of doing this.
What is he trying to get changed though?
So the biggest thing that I saw is the bots and everything, whatever. But the biggest thing that I saw was they licensed the song allegedly, Not Like Us, at a 30% discount to Spotify.
Mm-hmm.
Why would you do that? You know what I'm saying? Like, and you've got an artist who's a marquee artist, even though you have all these hundreds or thousands of artists, you have a marquee artist that you've made hundreds of millions, if not billions, off of. Why would you promote us? Why would you basically give away a song at a discount? That's disparaging that same artist. And oh, by the way, allegedly they're reading it. He's looking to re-up to do a bigger deal, 600 million or whatever, however many hundreds of millions. Yeah, bro, that's shady business. You know what I'm saying? Like if that's the cat, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, not like us came out. Let's push this so when he renegotiate, we can lowball him at, I don't know, 100 million or something like that.
So yeah, so
I mean,
last week I said, yeah, that's shady business, but that's the record business. You know what I mean? Like the record business is a shady game, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if that happened or not, and I'm assuming they have some sort of proof that happened in order to be petitioning for a suit. You know what I mean? It obviously hasn't gone to court to actually become a suit, but if they're petitioning for it, they must have some sort of inkling or that is real. You know what I mean? But I wouldn't be surprised if the record label did do that, right? Like the thing that I was saying is you're not going to beat UMG. Like again, you can try to take on the machine,
right?
But there is no man bigger than the machine. And I get it, he's a marquee artist, but bro, if Michael Jackson couldn't beat the machine, there's no way Drake is going to beat the machine. And you know what I mean? Like I was telling them, the machine has been broken. When?
It's been beaten before. You know, Napster. You know what I'm saying? Napster beat the machine.
That's a different story, though, bro.
If you bring up Napster, we talking about everything now is free, like or however. Or it's like, and did they really win?
Yeah, bro. Cheap music is cheaper than it's ever been. Like granted, it's not free, but
yeah.
It's certainly cheaper than it's ever been in the history of like ever. Like for $12 a month, you can have every album you want.
That don't hurt the label,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you can still bootleg if you want and get super quality if you want. If you just don't want to pay for streaming,
that's more hurting the artist though. You think that's hurting the label?
That's true. It hurts the artist.
It hurts everybody. Everybody's making less money. The labels are making less money. The artist making less money, which brings us back to this suit. You know what I'm saying? Because essentially, what could end up happening is it would force labels to put everything on a level playing field. You know, because that's to me what the suit is potentially showing is that the label intentionally weighed the playing field on one side, which would be bad business. And so what could end up happening is it changes the industry in that kind of way, which I think would be a positive for artists. You know what I'm saying? And Drake has a history of doing this.
See,
this man the reason he doesn't win many Grammys is because he speaks down on the Grammys, at the Grammys, while getting awards. You know what I'm saying? So like, it's not like this is a bit. The lawsuit it's bad optics. You know what I'm saying? And so I understand that. But if we just kind of look at it for what it is, I don't know, man. It could be a second reckoning for labels. You know, when we say beat the label, we're not talking about make the label go bankrupt or anything like that. No, but as far as making them change the way they play and play more fair towards artists, to me, that's a win.
Okay. But you think he's going to be able to do that? Like that's what I'm saying too. I'm on the same level of you of beating the label. But if you're going to put it again, no label is going to put anything in the artist's hands, bro. Like that kind of defeats the purpose of being a label. They want to have control. They want to be able to make as much money they can off of you. It's like any other business, bro. Like I don't see them bending over or not even bending over because I'm sure they would fight it, but I don't see them stooping to a level of agreement with something that's going to put power back into artists' hands.
Okay.
If that's the fact, go independent, bro. Like that's
all I've been saying.
Here's the thing. Drake is a top 0.5% artist. Him, whatever he's doing against the label is not going to change music because not too many people can just walk in and tell you something that Drake can tell you. Drake can go in and make certain demands that the whole field can't make other than maybe Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
Like, Kendrick can't even go in and say, hey, dog, listen, what I want right now, give me $500 million or I'm walking out. They're going to say, bye.
Yeah.
Like,
but that's convoluting facts, man. So like one, big companies lose all the time to little people. For example, if y'all remember, McDonald's got sued by a lady who had coffee that was like she spilled coffee in her lap and it was too hot and the burner was like a big joke, maybe 20 years ago.
Yeah.
She won the lawsuit. You know what I'm saying? Little old lady won. So one, like, this whole notion that, you can't beat the music business are too big. No, Apple loses lawsuits, Google loses lawsuits, UMG can lose a lawsuit.
But that's not beating them, bro. That's not that's not what we're saying.
If you get a piece of it, you lost. Like let's say, back to your example of the lady who got burned out. I remember hearing about that. If they would have rewarded her 1% in McDonald's, she wins. But getting some money from a major money-making company, I don't think that's winning. That's just a part.
I'll tell that to her. Let's ask her. Let's see how she feels. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like, how you go tell her what a win is? You know what I'm saying? Like, and say with Drake, if Drake's goal is to level the playing field, and that's what actually happens, how is that not a win?
But it sounds
we're not
like
talking
he's
about
trying
taking
to get money
UMG
out
down
of
or anything.
I mean, that's what it sounds like. He's trying to get monetarily compensated from a big level. And if you want to listen to OVO Mall, he's saying something like multiple billions of dollars, bro. Like, you're trying to get multiple billions of dollars from a record label. That they're not gonna let that happen, bro. Like,
and if they do,
I get it. Yeah, and I get a payout. Like, yeah, we'll pay you some millions to make this go away. But if I gotta pay you billions, nah, bro, you gonna die.
Yeah, I don't see no billions, man. I don't know no billions of dollars, bro.
Yeah,
I don't know about no billions or anything. But again, I do think he could get a payout. And one thing about companies, they don't like paying money. So if they've got to pay him some money, they will then change how they move forward to avoid having a huge payout again, which will be laying the playing field. Potentially.
I'm part of anytime you watch a business documentary, anything like that, they all talk about making stuff go away. You're gonna pay. You're gonna pay some money. You're gonna pay somebody because that's just how it is. People gonna be looking for a payday from you all the time. They gonna if they paid him $500 million, will they care in 3 years, 4 years as they continue to make? You got Taylor on that same record label. Like, I don't, because you pay him that money and he's gonna have to do like T saying, he's gonna have to go independent. And he'll do okay. He'll do okay. You gotta realize how many people don't care nothing about what just happened, like with the beef and everything. It's us that care. It's hip hop and our culture. It's a billion people. He could go right now and sell out. Oh my goodness, that makes me think. Who said he can't sell out Spectrum right now? Who said that?
Right. What are you talking about Spectrum? I was like, he probably sell out Spectrum.
He can't sell out Spectrum?
You was like, I don't know.
Did I say that?
Yeah, you said because of the climate right now.
Oh yeah, I mean, no, from the climate right now. Like, if you were to sell it right now, probably not. I don't know.
Drake could absolutely sell out the Spectrum right now.
What's today's date? What is the 8th or something? Drake could announce a concert on the 11th and it'll sell out tonight.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Definitely.
What?
I don't know. He may. He may. He could. I mean, he could buy the tickets himself and sell it out regardless. So it'll sell out.
You got to remember who we talking about. Like, and I'm not.
Yeah. He's the biggest. He's the biggest pop star.
Past 20 years is who he is.
Yeah.
He one of the ones, bro. He one of the ones for sure.
All 4 of us might not go, but it's about.
I would probably go.
It's about
70,000
I'm not going
right now who buying. I'm a Drake fan, bro.
Wait. You said it's about 70,000. What?
Becky's right now who buying them tickets and they gonna go.
That's true. That's true.
Can't forget about.
Yeah, I mean, I went to the concert. What was that? 2 years ago. So I wouldn't buy it because I wasn't impressed by the concert. But yeah, you're right. Yeah, he'll sell out.
He still sell out, man. I mean, he's still the most streamed artist of the year.
Yep.
That's a fact.
Yeah,
he's
but
so he still got the cachet. But
those numbers are the streams that he gets credit for are his past work, which credit to him. Because
I mean, you gotta cut it off.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Credit to him. Like, his past works is what keeps him up top. Because like he put some quality work for, we'll say, a good 12 years. You know what I mean? The last few have been kind of shaky. I know DC loves it, but they're okay. I just, after Scorpion, to me, it get kind of dicey. Scorpion was the last one for me that was like, okay, this is dope. But
Her loss is dope, bro. I'm sorry, bro.
her
Her
loss is,
dope.
but her loss is dope. Yeah,
Here's the
But that
thing,
came
though.
after Scorpion.
When
it's
it's
a
somebody
collab though.
like
That's
when it's somebody like
not solely him.
you start comparing him to himself.
Yeah,
Because if he like it,
Okay.
any of those albums that he put out that was kind of mid, it's mid because you're comparing it to
his previous work. Yeah.
Scorpion, like, but if they just come out, if that's somebody else, it might be a number one album. I think they probably still was number one, but we might look at it differently if that's somebody else that made those albums.
Yeah, her loss was good. I liked her loss. And I'm not even a 21 guy like that. But I think they both put the right amount of each other on it. You know what I mean? Like,
no, it's balanced.
It was just enough 21 because it still was more dominated by Drake, but I think it was just enough 21 for me to be like, all right, this is cool. And it wasn't a ton of like singing Drake, which I appreciate. Like, singing Drake is cool, but I prefer rapping Drake personally.
Yeah, there's a lot of rapping Drake.
Yeah, that's why.
A lot of rapping Drake.
Also, I never need another song with them two ever again.
I don't. I agree.
I agree. Man, I'm here for it, bro. Enough. Bump that. Yo, Drizzy, go ahead and drop that 21 collab again. Drop that part 2. I'm here for it, bro.
I think Drake truly just needs a break, and he's getting it right now, which is good. He just needed just take a break, bro. Like, Drake fatigue was real, and that's partially of why Kendrick had a good percentage of the momentum, is because people were already starting to sway on Drake a little bit just because he just been doing it for so long, that when Kendrick came out and, you know what I mean, he had a bop or two, they were like, okay, yeah, you lost, you know what I mean? Like, Drake is not a battler, you know what I mean? It's not his forte. He held his own for sure. But
I don't know, man. I think he's
bro,
pretty
you
good,
looking
man.
up in the sky like that, bro. It was just me.
You say what?
It was just
not
me,
really.
bro.
No, that's not true, bro. I mean, he battled Common. I'd say he beat Common. The thing about Rick Ross, you can't ignore it. Even though it wasn't the marquee battle, he did go at Rick Ross. Went at him. He went back at Rick Ross. I think he got the best of that. You know, ASAP Rocky, he got the best of that. Like,
Euphoria is my favorite. If you look at my Apple Music playlist, my number one song was Euphoria. So, but
crazy.
Yeah. But it aged so well because everything he said, like, and this is the thing, man. And I try not to talk about this damn battle because
this is cap. This is cap because Ryan gonna bring this up every week all year.
No,
that's
no.
cap. Go off.
I'm about to say like this.
I try not to talk about this battle, but you have so many people that's so one sided. Like, I'm fortunate to be a fan of both artists, right? I don't look like, when people say Drake is the best rapper of all time and the GOAT rapper, I don't agree with that statement because I don't look at him as just a pure rapper. I think he's the best artist of our generation for sure. But like, he doesn't strictly rap, you know what I mean? So, like, there's so many fans, they'd be like, yeah, like, Drake is just the best rapper. Drake is a dope rapper, bro. He can whether he writing them or not, I don't know, but he can deliver like nobody else, right? So he's dope with it. I'm never going to diminish his skill set to say he's not a worthy opponent for a Kendrick, a Cole, or whoever that you would consider a dope MC. Drake is in that category. But there's so many people that act like Kendrick needs Drake to be Kendrick. And that bothers me from a hip hop perspective. Because there's people like, yeah, Kendrick didn't have fans before Drake. It's cap,
yeah,
bro.
I've seen that.
Like, Kendrick had one of the highest grossing world tours of all time just 2 years ago. Actually, just last year. You know what I mean? Like, it ended last year. And yeah, the Drake in 21 end up surpassing it eventually. But before that, Kendrick had his own fan base. Kendrick did 2 songs with Drake, right? Poetic Justice, he don't even perform that shit anymore. Like, Poetic Justice, I haven't heard him perform that in I don't know how long. And then the ASAP Rocky joint is a banger, bro. Like, it's a banger. What's that?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah,
on the Buried Alive when he put him on the album.
Oh yeah. The Buried Alive, the interlude joint.
If you want to be honest, like, Kendrick, like a lot of people, was a beneficiary of the Drake stimulus package, but I don't think that matters because it's so many people that fall into that.
Yeah, Yeah.
Why
And
wouldn't it matter? Just because Drake helped so many people, it doesn't matter.
No,
yeah,
but I don't.
Because there was a streak of literally like 10 years where he was putting everybody on. It's so many people that fall under that, and it's like.
But I'm saying to say it doesn't matter because he helped so many people is diabolical, bro.
So do
y'all? He helped so
but,
many people, it just doesn't matter. Like what?
But he took it to another level though. So it's like
that's why it matters to me. That's all. To me, that's the reason why it matters all the more.
But do you think
why?
Drake?
Because he put on so many people. That's why. Like to call the man a colonizer and then say, "Oh, he put on so many people." Like that's not what colonizers do.
Here's the thing. We can put ourselves in this little example. Y'all can be the best podcasters in the world. If nobody's listening, it won't matter. So it's like Kendrick was gonna be Kendrick regardless. But Drake.
How do we know that? How do we know that?
I don't think Drake. I don't think Drake. Yeah, I don't think Drake had anything to do with Kendrick's success. Me personally, like, yeah, he took him on tour.
Even Dot said that, but even Dot gave Drake credit. We gonna argue with Dot.
Let's say Poetic Justice. I don't care what Dot said. I don't care what Dot said. I'm telling you what the fact is, right? Dot said, and when did Dot? Yeah, when did Dot say that? Yeah, my career is owed to Drake. Like he gave him
no. Well, nobody's saying owed.
He gave him
to say like he didn't play an integral part. Like he was going to be Kendrick no matter what. Like
it was a shout for that record. But let's say this though: what if Poetic Justice wasn't on there?
Good Kid, Mad City would have been Good Kid, Mad City regardless if Poetic Justice was on there.
Exactly.
And that's what put Kendrick on.
It's hard to say.
Oh man,
you trying to say Good Kid, Mad City wouldn't be Good Kid, Mad City if Poetic Justice wasn't on that?
The quality.
That's part of what made it Good Kid, Mad City. Yeah,
no, it's not.
You can't take off a huge song and say, "Oh, it's the same song." No, I mean, it's the same album. No, it's not. That's a huge song on the album.
To me, the stamp from Dr. Dre gave him more notoriety than the Drake feature, in my opinion. Drake was not Drake of now when Kendrick was out. They were both coming up. Yeah, what? Drake was not at the top of the chain. That was Take Care. That was Take Care year.
But Kendrick wasn't even out for Take Care. Wait, I think he had Section 80. I think he might have had Section 80, but Good Kid, Mad City wasn't out.
But you're not hearing what I'm telling you. What I'm telling you is Drake, even though Take Care was considered a better album, because Thank Me Later was not proclaimed as a great album. Mm-hmm. He had the buzz, but Thank Me Later was not proclaimed as just like, oh yeah, he's here. Once Take Care dropped, they was like, okay, Drake is good. And that's when the feature started. So I will tell you that Kendrick was at the early stages of Drake becoming Drake.
But
Drake was not. No, I'm not trying to downplay it. I'm trying to say is Drake was not, like, if he would have caught Drake in like the peak of his career, right? Then you can say, oh yeah, Drake put him on. Like again, when the Migos dropped, you can be like, all right, yeah, Drake made them hotter.
Take Care wasn't a peak?
Take Care.
You say Take Care was not a peak?
Not it.
Album.
It is, but that don't mean that you're just at the peak of your career. You know what I mean? Because your album is buzzing, that does mean you're getting buzz. In my opinion, he wasn't in a position to give no Drake stimulus package. In my opinion,
but
you can have your own opinion, bro. That's my opinion. He wasn't in a position.
That is wild. To say that there was no Drake stimulus package for Take Care.
No,
bro,
by the time Take Care came out, Drake was Drake.
Drake was the boy.
Drake
no, he wasn't.
Drake was the boy.
You talking to somebody that was on So Far Gone before a majority of people was on. You know what I mean?
Yeah, So Far Gone.
I understood who Drake was. I was watching Degrassi, bro. Again, I've been there for Drake for a long time, bro. And what I'm telling you is, in my opinion, he was not at the level of success yet to where someone would say, oh yeah, it's because of Drake that this person is this. And I don't care who it was. If it was The Weeknd, and I know The Weeknd was on Take Care.
He was on that too.
He was.
I mean, I guess everybody's entitled to their own opinion, even if it's not like based in facts or data. I mean, because even
how is it not based in facts or data?
Well, even Future, for example. So Future, because y'all know I'm a Future stan, he did a mixed, a documentary, and when they were trying to make him pop as an artist. Pause. I don't know if that's a pause-worthy thing. What was it? Tony Montana. So they gave him a choice. He's like, "Yo, this is gonna be the song that puts you on."
Trash
this
song,
is gonna be the song that puts you on. Because even same damn time didn't really put him on. You know what I'm
Another
saying?
trash
It was
song.
really Tony Montana.
hmm
They was like,
Two-
yo, you can
two
get Lil
trash
Wayne
songs.
or you can get Drake.
hmm
We got X amount of dollars for a feature. You want Wayne or you want Drake? And he chose Drake, and we know what happened. Like, why if Drake, if there's and this is on his documentary. So if Drake is not the stimulus package, then why you even say, hey, let's get Drake if he's not the stimulus package? Because he is the stimulus
he was
package.
not bigger than Wayne at that point, bro. And yeah,
I'm not saying, but you don't have to be bigger than Wayne to be a stimulus package.
Nah,
Nobody's saying he was bigger than Wayne.
He was the son at that
that's
moment.
My opinion. Well, that's
but we're not saying he was bigger than Wayne, though. You don't have to be Wayne to be a stimulus package.
That's my opinion. If you got to be the biggest to be the stimulus person.
Who's the feature today? If you get so and so on your song today, it take off. Do y'all know, or do you have? What's your opinion on that?
Today's date, right now.
Probably Sexy Red, honestly.
I would say Boss Man
D-Lo. To make it take off? Sexy Red ain't gonna make a song take off?
Right now? Today?
You said Boss Man D-Lo?
I think Boss Man D-Lo is the feature today. Or Big X the plug. Like, but they not the biggest artists, but they are the feature today that's gonna make your song take off.
Yeah.
That's what Drake was.
The fact that y'all leaving Sexy off is diabolical, bro. I don't like, mind you, I don't like Sexy Red. Let me be clear. I'm not a fan.
Say a woman, it's Glorilla before you say Sexy Red.
Thank you, bro. Thank you.
Sexy Red ain't gonna.
What songs has Glorilla been jumping on? Like Sexy jumped on Glow's song and made it go off. The Boosie Badass song. I can't think what it's called. I can't think of no songs that Glorilla jumped on to say
I'm gonna sit any conversation with Sexy Red out, bro, because I'm just gonna sound like
yeah. And mind you, I'm not a fan. I'm just an objective hip hop observer.
I can't be objective with her, bro. Like, there's no way for me to be objective. She's just not.
Yeah. Again, I'm not a fan. But we talk about impact.
One more question, bro, before we go, bro. What's the biggest conspiracy in your lens, bro? That's happening right now.
That's happening right now.
Yeah.
Oh man. I think the easy answer, is Donald Trump. But I think the one that's kind of getting looked over is probably all of the chemtrails right now. Like, do you know what that is?
Nah, bro. That's why we had you, bro.
If you ever look up in the sky and you'll see what look like a freaking tic-tac-toe board of just lines that come from like planes, pay attention, because the next day it's probably gonna rain if you start paying attention. And the theory is they do that. It's the chemtrails, it's chemicals. It rains, it gets on all the crops, keeps us sick. All the money's in medicine. So that's the one that gets looked over. That I'm like, this is me and my boy, my co-host actually. We'll send each other a picture of the sky. Hey, look at it. Pay attention. It's gonna rain tomorrow, and then it do, and it's like, gosh, it's so bad.
I need you to text me, bro, next time this happens. I'm gonna share it with the fellas. I'm like, hey, bro, it rain tomorrow, bro.
I tell you, because just like if you just driving in the car, like the sky will be filled with lines going every direction, crossing each other, perpendicular lines, and high chance it'll rain the next day or that night. Probably not right now because it's December, but just I'm telling you, just look in the sky. That's the one that's getting looked over. And then, of course, like I said, Donald Trump. I mean, did he win? He won, but did he? I mean, come on, man. Like,
or do you think there's some foul play to get him back in office?
Place who they want to place there. Like, and I mean, his relationships with the foreign leaders is clearly real. So it's like, why not place him there to do whatever you want to do with all the other countries? So that's what I look at.
I want to share that because I know you're gonna talk more about it on your show, man. You always hit on those things, bro. And gotta share that, man. I'm like,
It's bad. It's really like, oh man. Okay, hold on. There's another one.
I got one question to ask you, bro, because we say this all the time, bro. Another life being, aliens, is out there. You believe it's in space or underwater?
How much difference is space and underwater? Is what it always like. Who do we know for a fact that's been all the way to the bottom of the ocean, and who do we know for a fact that's been up in space? Who do we
know? People have been in space.
Do we? Did we go to the moon? Like, Here's my thing with
You think it was recorded, bro?
So you don't think the space station is real?
The one that's in space?
Yeah, the ISS.
I don't know. I mean, it could be the.
Because you could see it from Earth, like if you had a telescope, of course.
Oh, I never.
Like you can see it if you were looking, if you knew where to look.
My whole thing is like information. Information is like one of the most valuable things. So if you can tell people something, make them believe it, make them move a certain way based on the information, you got control. Tell us whatever they want.
Yeah. So I see. Here's my thing with that is if we take that premise, then essentially you shouldn't trust anything that you have done yourself, which is impossible.
Why you say that?
Like you can't do everything. You know, like as in, like because you say like for example, like ISS. Like I said, you can see it with a telescope. So you're saying that you won't believe it unless you go out and get your own telescope and see it for yourself? Then you'll believe it.
You might not believe it then either.
Nah, here's the thing: you can believe whatever you want to believe that makes you feel good or make you feel secure or make you feel safe. So it's like if I have no reason to believe it or not believe that is there. Like it don't change my like every day. It don't change. I'm not in that business or anything. Like I don't have anything to do with it. But there are certain things like if I were to not believe policies or not believe things that lead to policies that make me feel better, then I could. Like I'm talking like government policies. Like then I could. But it's like if it don't affect my day to day, then I can just act like nothing's like going on and just live my life. Like there are people that do that, but it's like also there are people who believe in aliens and it has nothing to do with anything in their life. But they will spend all their time researching aliens for what? Like, see here, and here's my thing when it comes to aliens and
how do you know it doesn't affect their life?
Because what?
How do we know?
Well,
how do we know that the researching aliens doesn't affect their life? Like you know what I'm saying? Like how do you how would you know that their belief in aliens or they think that it's not affecting their day-to-day lives?
Other than fear, how could it?
You don't think so? Okay, so we've determined that information is kind of just whatever you believe it to be.
Yeah.
Right. So like we've seen like Men in Black, the movie. You know if you see something you shouldn't see, you get your mind erased or whatever. Doesn't that affect you? You know what I mean? Like maybe parts of things that have happened in your life that has been erased. That might be part of someone's research on aliens. That's what I'm saying. Like what I'm saying is like the information to say that information is not relevant if it it doesn't affect your day-to-day life. Like who's to say that the information doesn't affect your day-to-day life?
It's not relevant. I'm not saying it's not relevant. I'm saying it's valuable in making people move how you want them to move. I think that like okay, the point that I'm trying to get to is I think that aliens, AI, all of these things that they're like feeding us is all to get us under one rule. I've said this before on my own podcast. I think it's to get us all under one rule because let's say if we bring it up movies, let's say the iRobot thing happens. Will any of us care who's black, who's white, who's what religion, who's racist if we all just get together anyway and then now we got to battle the AI and the aliens or whoever is coming for us? But I think it's all just information that they're feeding us to make us be under one rule to control our day to day. That's when they'll control our day to day. If you say, all right, everybody, hey, no matter what, if you got to let this person in your house and you got to get these guns and let's prepare for battle and this and that and da da da, you won't care who's next to you. I think that is what they want.
So you don't think one rule is a good thing? You think you think like leadership should be fractured amongst thousands how it is now?
One rule means total control over everybody, which will end up being that's when you do things like you eliminate the middle class. I mean, because now we're gonna get into that. Now it's like elites over here, they protect it. Y'all go over there. We'll give you this much amount. It's gonna become a stipend. Here, y'all get that money. Live over there. We over here. And we all and now I control what y'all do, and they gonna do what they do. I don't think that's a desirable way to be, and the only way to fight it is to have your own of pretty much everything. Like on some hut type stuff. Like I got a hut, got my family in here. We don't buy nothing. We grow all our own stuff. Like that's extreme, but I'm just saying I feel like that's the way to fight against that plan.
That's pretty extreme.
It is
I
very
mean, because
Yeah.
like
it's impossible
that
to
also
do.
limits what you can do. Like even like for example, like I don't know if anybody here is farming. I don't farm. I
Nah.
think I don't think anybody here. But you know how much time that takes to grow food and wait for it to grow and harvest it and prepare it and clean it and
Long time.
finally eat it.
Which is
Like I
why
think most people
we
would rather just go to the
conform.
grocery store. Like we would prefer, even if we knew how to grow food, we would probably prefer to go to the grocery
So
store.
put it like this.
Mhm.
If it got to a point where they're like, all right, no more grocery stores. We're gonna send every family under this certain amount of money. We're gonna send this stuff to your house. Don't go to the grocery store. We ain't selling you nothing. You just gonna take it. Everybody's gonna just take it. Like you're not gonna start realistically. You're not gonna start farming. You're not gonna start growing your own crops and all that stuff because, like you said,
hunting
it takes
food and
too much
shit.
work. Yeah, they're gonna send it right to your house, and you're gonna accept it in a box.
But you see that is bad because that's, I mean, we have that now. Amazon, Uber Eats, stuff like that.
No, you order
So
that.
you're saying that we
I'm talking
shouldn't?
about
Is your position we
a
should not have
mandate.
those things, or
No,
No.
you
I'm
talking about
saying a mandated like, yo, every household with this many people, here you get 10 apples, you get 2 loaves of bread. Like I'm talking about like that. I ain't talking about ordering. I'm talking about a mandate. Like, yo, we're
so
controlling.
it sounds like almost like a communist authoritarian society.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know. I honestly I don't see that happening, man. You know what I'm saying? I do see.
I could see that happening.
Because I'm like, how do you stop it?
anything's possible though.
How do you stop it if it goes that direction? That's why I said I think the AI and all of that is what would push us in that direction. Because if it comes down to humans versus AI, I don't want to sound nuts, but if it comes down to humans versus AI, what do we do other than all get together? Because how else do you beat something like that? They're giving them consciousness now. That's on the way. So
Yeah,
how
I
do
don't
we?
know, man. I think throughout the history of humankind, whenever there is more information, whenever there is more technology, humans are generally winning. Like you think about, just ancient Africa, and when we learn about the technologies that they had in Egypt and whatnot, and how much better their lives were than compared to the Dark Ages, where there was no information, all the books were burned, and there was hundreds of years of ignorance. You know, historically speaking, whenever there is more knowledge, there's more power for all, and there's more freedom. Like I mean, like today, like we'll just say black folks. Like I don't think, of course, things are not equal, but I would rather be a black man in 2024 than a black man in 1924. You know what I'm saying? Like that, based on what I know and the information that I've read. You know what I'm saying? I would rather be here now than be black then, based on how we were treated.
Definitely.
And it doesn't go exactly hand in hand, but also we've had technological advances, to where you can't hide information as easily as you could 100 years ago. You
You
know,
ready to
like murder, like murder, like you can't hardly get away with crimes because there's cameras like everywhere, kind of thing.
Are you ready
You know
for
what
a
I mean?
callback?
You say
Because
ready for what?
for a callback, because we started this conversation by talking about how much information all of the youth has and how it's actually kind of damaging because we can't stop our 4 and 5-year-olds from getting too much information. I'm just saying, like, it's okay to have information, but information overload is a thing.
That's what's up, bro. Hey man, I told you, bro. DC, he gonna trigger you, bro. Told you. It's all love, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
Man, we appreciate you, bro. As always, man. Where can people listen to the Keyword Is podcast, man? And where can people, even follow you? And because I'm pretty sure some people want to talk to you about this after they hear the show.
Oh yeah. You can find me on Instagram at the Keyword Is podcast. You can find me on Instagram. I meant on YouTube at Keon Brewer. If you search the Keyword Is podcast, you'll find it on there as well. I appreciate y'all having me, man. This was fun.
Yeah, bro.
Sure.
Yeah, bro. We gotta come crash your crib too, man.
Oh yeah.
And chop it up, bro. And as always, bro, damn man, no, I appreciate you, bro, with the time, man, and and sharing us your thoughts, bro. Because like I said, you hit those conspiracy things, man. When I listen to your show, I was like, you gotta come share it over here. And your hot takes on Melo. It was relevant though. It was cool, bro. We got what you were saying, bro.
For sure.
But as always, man, we appreciate you, bro. And before we wrap the show, you heard the key, man. The homie Rod gonna bless us with some words, bro.
In the words of the great Sean Carter, believe half of what you hear and none of what you see. Even if it's spat by me. But no, really. One day your life will flash before your eyes. Make sure it's worth watching.
Hey. I mean, both was really good, bro. Especially
I had to steal that one day somewhere.
But no, man. Again, man, appreciate you, bro. It's all love, man. And we gonna stay in touch. We stay locked in. I'm gonna stay locked in with you, bro. We ain't hard to find, bro. I'm gonna start tagging the homies on your post now when you start saying some crazy stuff.
Sure.
But other than that, man, as always, bro, we about to wrap it up. As the homie Rod entered with those 3 words, bro, I like to end it with my 3. Kill the music!